Most of the abortion clinics in Texas will be forced to close under a new court ruling. Yes, indeed, it is true. Nearly 2/3 of Texas's abortion clinics will close immediately after the federal appeals court ruled Thursday that the state could enforce its law requiring these facilities to build the same stringent standards as hospitals. The requirement is part of sweeping piece of legislation called House Bill 2, which includes several measures that undermine a woman's access to abortions. And it goes farther on this one. The mandate was struck down in late August by a federal judge in Austin, who ruled that it unconstitutional because of the undue burden on women seeking health care. But after Thursday, the 3-judge panel ruled in favor of Texas governor and the Texas law, and now abortion clinics will shutter their doors all across the state. We're going to lose 2/3. They've already closed. By the time you watch this video, they've already closed them. Now herein lies the problem. Now this is the reason why Wendy Davis got to this House floor and filibustered. Because this bill is just the worst thing ever. It's the worst thing known to man. Right? Because it stops, whether you agree with abortions or not, that is fine. I don't care. You could be as pro-life as you want to be. It does not mean you can restrict somebody else from doing what they want to do with their body. This is my problem with, this is the blurred line the Republican Party has, right? Because you have people like Grover Norquist who says they want government enough, so small, they can drown it in their bathtub. But they want government also to be that small, but as big as possible when it comes to women's right to choose. Are you for limited government, or are you for government controlling women's uterus? Like, you've really got to pick, because those things are mutually exclusive. If you want limited government, that you want the government out of people's uterus, you want them out their bedrooms, out their lives. But if you are for limited government and you want the government in people's uterus and in people's lives and in people's bedrooms, that means that by saying that, by default, you aren't for limited government. In a nutshell. You see what I'm saying? That's all. I mean, and then they love to use this argument, oh, they're using our tax dollars to fund abortions. That's not true. Right, let's correct the facts. Yes, Planned Parenthood gets tax dollars. They get tax dollars to do pap smear screenings and to stop sexually transmitted infections and to do HIV/AIDS testing and to do mammogram and cancer screenings. That's why they get tax dollars. They get tax dollars because they promote and help women's health. So they get tax dollars, America. Not because they give abortions or they provide abortions. Right? But my question is always the same. And I ask this to every time I walk by an abortion clinic and I see the crazy protesters. I ask one question. If you are so concerned about the right to life, why do you stop caring about that right to life as soon as that child is born? Answer my question. If you care so much about the right to life, why are you in favor of the Stand Your Ground law? A law that killed an innocent young black man, or let me rephrase it, an innocent young black child like Trayvon Martin. If you are for the Stand Your Ground law, if you are pro-life, why are you in favor of the death penalty? Right? If you are pro-life, why are you in favor of them cutting food stamps? You can go on and on and on and on and on and see the walking contradiction that exists amongst these crazy-ass conservatives. Because it is a walking contradiction. Let me make that very clear.